Enoy Extreme Media UJ. Subscribe for all updates.
Honorable members of the 12th Parliament, the Honorable Clerk to Parliament and staff of Parliamentary Commission, resource persons, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together again for the Prime Minister, and then for the Leader of Opposition, and for the two other speakers who are our development partners. I welcome you all today to this induction seminar for members of the 12th Parliament. This is part of the fundamental foundational processes by the Parliamentary Commission for the progressive adaptation of members of the 12th Parliament to the workings of the legislature and to adequately tool them for the efficient and effective discharge of their roles and responsibilities. This tailor-made induction is a recognition of the importance of adequate preparation as an enabler of success. As you accelerate your learning curve, this induction will sharpen your grasp of parliamentary practice, processes, and procedure. Parliamentary committee operations and the general workings of the government, among others. The citizenry of Uganda has huge expectations of the 12th Parliament, especially at a time when government has set an ambitious socio-economic transformation agenda. The knowledge and skills gained from this induction will be a catalyst for greater responsiveness in addressing the needs and aspirations of our people. Over the next few days, you will have the benefit of listening to and interacting with various resource persons on a variety of carefully selected thematic areas. I implore you to listen, learn, participate, and deliberate extensively with the awareness that learning is a precondition for progress and lifelong process. Under my leadership as your humble speaker, the Parliamentary Commission will cause periodic capability and enhancement interventions in its work plan to ensure regular tooling and retooling of members of the 12th Parliament in pursuit of a more efficient and effective legislation. At the next sitting of the House, as you've already heard, parliamentary committees will be constituted in furtherance of Article 90 of the 1995 Constitution. Besides boosting your representative role as members of Parliament, parliamentary committees will provide you with an opportune platform to exercise the knowledge and skills acquired during this induction. I urge you to use your time here well and also in the committees by first and foremost being present and committed to parliamentary work. And if I want to pause there a bit, if I was the chair of the committee today, supposing Committee of Natural Resources was sitting, what I used to do was to award good behavior, members who are present always and who are participating. And when you go back to your committees, it's a very good method to use, how you get members who will be present and committed to parliamentary work. And for those of you who came here on time, I want to put my hands to clap for you. I came with the government chief whip, and I believe you saw those who are committed to parliamentary work. In order to attain our strategic vision of re-engineering and recalibrating the legislature back to factory settings, I urge you to abide by the 7-point strategic vision for the legislature as follows. 1, zero tolerance to corruption, and cultivating a culture of absolute transparency and integrity in the conduct of parliamentary business. Corruption is not the Speaker. Corruption is not the Parliament alone. Corruption is the whole of government. 2, strengthened accountability and strict compliance with the public finance management laws and regulations, and enhancing internal controls to prevent misuse and loss of public resources. And you heard from LOP, this is where we are meeting. Some of these pillars cut across both government and opposition. We should all work together to strengthen accountability, and it starts with us. Don't ask for payment for trips which you have not undertaken. Don't come and sign in the book of attendance when you did not attend committee meetings. Don't go and get money for field trips where you've not been. Accountability starts with us. And as Parliament, if we can say zero tolerance to corruption and then strengthen accountability, the Prime Minister's work will be easier. When they come to us, they will come when they are clean. The Auditor General's work will be easier. The reports will be clean reports. Because that's why I say it starts with us. 3, evidence-based legislation by promoting rigorous, fact-driven, and well-researched legislative deliberations. We expect ourselves, after this induction, that when you rise to speak, you'll speak from facts. You will have evidence. You will not be bringing a WhatsApp discussion or a fake news in Parliament. You will speak, and even if the Prime Minister does not like what you are speaking, she will say, I have nothing useful to add. Because it is fact, evidence-based, well-researched, because we have a whole department of research. 4, people-centered legislation by prioritizing the needs, voices, and aspirations of the citizens in all parliamentary activities. And the key word here, all parliamentary activities. As you debate in that house, you know our primary role is to prioritize the needs, the voices, and aspirations of the citizens of Uganda in all our parliamentary activities. 5, results-based budgeting by focusing legislative resource planning and expenditure to tangible, quantifiable, and measurable outputs and outcomes. Here, as you could have already heard, because some of the reforms we're going to do, I'm waiting for the Parliamentary Commission, so that when it is in order, I don't want to be a one-man show. We want to process them. We had, the first thing I heard from the clerk was that I asked, are the committees well facilitated? And he told me there's a deficit that government did not give us. We had a deficit of about 10 billion. So that's why you've heard informally that some money, which was in the office of the Speaker, which I would have loved to have, because that money helps me and you people. I said the Speaker should not be facilitated to donate money when committees don't have. So I wish you knew the reason for giving that money back to, you would not have clapped. My expectation as Speaker is that when now you have these monies, you will not be asking for kitu kidogo from the ministries, and departments and agencies. We want a parliament that we can be proud of. If you are going for the field, Parliament should be able to facilitate the members fully. And you heard from our development partners saying, giving examples of South Africa, where, Ethiopia. The next time you're speaking, you'll be giving examples of real case scenarios of Ugandan Parliament going to them. So we expect to do a few things when we are fully constituted. We now have the Prime Minister, Leader of Opposition, the Deputy Speaker, and the Clerk. We are waiting for the backbench commissioners, especially from the NRM side. And you only have up to 7th. By 7th, we need the commissioners, we need the chairpersons, because we have to begin the work. So some of the monies, and that the implication of me returning money to Parliamentary Committee would mean that the office of the Speaker will not have as much to, Yes. So we have to decide, should the Speaker have these monies that I be handing over, or should we have a Parliament that will function? So I made that proposal, which will be processed through the Parliamentary Commission, and you'll get to know part of the reforms. 6, open Parliament that fosters transparency and upholds professionalism and a collaborative working relationship with the media and other stakeholders. We believe that when you are open, you'll be honest. So you can't fear the media. And the media would be our partner to transmit the information that we are doing to the members of public. So unless you, Parliament, you say we should close, but that's my proposal, that we should be with an open Parliament, which is accessible, which fosters on transparency. Transparent, there should be no mysteries about the decisions of Parliament or what the Speaker would be doing. I think it's a good thing that we allow, unless the media begins to abuse that. But we have some media specialists who are now in the House. The Speaker will also restore. We shall be having periodic press breakfasts with the media where we can engage them more vigorously so that they know the truth, so that they can report from factual points. The 7th one, proactive oversight, in which Parliament, through its committees, conducts real-time and effective monitoring and evaluation of government institutions and programs, and duly reports back. Honorable members, you heard from the NDP was saying how Parliament can help government fast-track some of the projects. I said on the first day that we should not be waiting for Auditor General's report. We are going to disrupt some of these things. We know a road, we've given money through the national economy process, through either loan. This Parliament should be able to go and also oversee. And when we are going, we can ask the Prime Minister and the line ministers to go and oversee what is being done, other than waiting to do a post-mortem when it is too late. Your presence there, it's not that we ask for any bribes from the contractors. No, but to put pressure on behalf of Ugandans that we need this work done and done well. That one, we need your support so that we can be proactive in our oversight role. And there should be planning about the oversight. Every committee has every sector committee will be having projects. And my view, as the former chairman of the committee, is that there should be certainty in our budgeting and financing. The old, I say Honorable Katuntu here, I found him in Parliament. I'm glad that he has left when I'm the Speaker, because he would be torturing me every day. But you know that I have no option but to say that I'm glad you've left. But we have brought him here to share his thoughts. But the Parliament committees should be very attractive, beginning in this 12th Parliament, so that where members, that is where you will show your skills, your abilities, you speak more, you are more resourceful in the committees. In Parliament where we meet, and Honorable Ssenyonyi there, we shall also have to agree that when we meet as in Parliament, the people out there, if we are evidence-based, we are factual, should be able to appreciate what we say. It's not about who has the numbers, Right Honorable Prime Minister. It's not about who is winning the argument and on whose behalf are we winning the argument. In the Parliament, we need a Parliament that even people are watching. We don't play to the gallery like most people do. They say certain things on the camera, in the plenary, because they want to account to, or scandalize Parliament. Parliament is our home. I hope you will be told here. You will be told. It's where we belong. The Prime Minister belongs there. The Vice President belongs there. And somebody who will be talking to you about probably separation of powers, they will have more to see how we meet at one point. That the separation, yes, is there, but we meet at one point. The executive pays members of Parliament. Members of Parliament approves appointment by the executive, by the president. There's interlink and interrelationship. So when a committee has made a work plan, that work plan is costed. That costed work plan goes through, and the clerk with his technical people, they approve that. There should be no change. The money which was planned for must stay in that committee to do the work that that committee has planned to do. I can promise you, because the only person who has the power to change the funds would be me. But you accepted me, a modest speaker, that I will be modest. So sometimes when you come to me and you ask me, you put me under temptation to remove money from one committee, then I give you to build a church. I will say no. And also when the money is finished in your committee, you just know that was the plan for the financial year, so that we are not stressing ourselves. So as we are here today for the next few days, we are here to learn together. Some of you have been in Parliament before, some have been, you have different capacities. But here, let's learn together. And the Right Honorable Prime Minister, though they have asked me to come and only open, I have also told the LOP, we shall open, but also we have constituencies, but we shall be sitting here throughout the training, the induction, so that we learn together. So therefore, honorable members, with those very many words, I take this honor to declare the induction seminar of members of the 12th Parliament officially open. And thank you for your kind attention.
Abalungi abatuuliriza era abatulaba olunaku olwaleero tukyaddeko ewa Sheikh Asiraf Dembe.
Sebo sanyusa okubalaba. Amannya agange ye Seeka Asiraf Dembe akola ku bizibu by'enjawulo. Omuntu singa aba alina ebirwadde musomereddwa tunywa amazzi ga lukuya nga bw'obadde ogalaba tugenda abantu ku kyoto ne twokya emizimu emibi egibabaamu n'okulomba edduwa. Abantu singa abeera ng'ali wano atuuse sobola okumulombera edduwa ne waba atatuuse nga mpadde amannya ge naye ng'ali wala. Neetaaze enamba yange yeeno eri 0701763711. Nammwe bannyinaffe abali ebweru oyagala okuba nti oyagala okulombera ku dduwa ng'olina ebizibu viza zibuze amaka gakolongotana sente zikola zimpita mu ngalo ojja kumpeereza ekifaananyi kyo n'amannya go ebyo byokka bijja kummala nja kukulombera edduwa ojja kutereera. Olunaku olusembayo mu mwezi mba n'edduwa eyawamu ffenna n'abalwadde bange abakadde n'abapya. Salaamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.